Well, welcome back, neighborhood, to our last installment of our conversation. And this is a Jesus conversation, a discipleship conversation. If we're an apprentice of Jesus, this is an important conversation, I think. And it's a conversation, again, that I've neglected. And it's a conversation, I think, largely that people in my role have neglected. And so I'm glad we could have it. But with that said, what would you say to me? What would you say to the church in terms of what we can do to move this conversation along and to model a Jesus posture of love and forness?
Well, Forrest, first of all, thank you. This is a defining moment in my life as well. It's my opportunity to live out what I so wholeheartedly believe, and that is the importance of engaging in dialogue with one another. So if I would say anything, it would be to continue this, to continue to engage in dialogue with other people from different walks of life, to better understand and learn through their lived experiences and gain perspective and insight, so that way you can begin your own internal journey of change, of action, whatever it calls you to do. But I think listening, as you mentioned so many times in our discussion, for the purposes of empathy, but listening also for the purposes of understanding, and really acknowledging and recognizing that if we listen long enough and just truly sit and listen, that we may gain better understanding. And with that, gain better or have a greater sense of love and compassion for one another. And so, as God calls on us to love one another, I think these types of conversations allow us to do that. And relationships form and trust begins to form as we gain a better understanding. And so, this is so important to model for our kids and for one another about discipleship and dialogue. And so it's just such a blessing to be able to do this. And so I so much appreciate your time in allowing us to have this conversation.
Man, the feeling's mutual. I've enjoyed it immensely. Neighborhood, we hope you have as well. And I think I can speak for both of us when I say, here's what you do next. Do what we just did. Have a conversation with somebody that's different, whose lived experience is very different from your own. And be humble, approach it with a posture of humility. And for more resources, the link, there'll be some links below this video that you guys can grab and continue your own learning. Again, Brandon, thank you. Neighborhood, love you all, and I hope to see you soon.